Welcome to the Sarah Scoop Show. It's time to get the scoop with Sarah.
Hi, we're Carly Martina, and we're 18-year-old twins from Chicago.
We're also singers, songwriters, producers, and mixers.
It was definitely not something that was something from the get-go. It was definitely like we fell into it. We've been taking piano lessons since we were 4, and along the way kind of picked up like bass and guitar and drums, and we would write together when we were 10. And
so basically, like, we would just write together. We didn't think anything was gonna happen with it, but we went to like this summer camp. It was just a week-long summer camp where you got to write songs, and at the end of the week you got to show the song to your friends and family. And it just so happened, like accidentally, that one of the producers from the studio had to like be in the same room at the same time as our performance. I think he forgot his car keys or something, but he heard our song, and then 2 weeks later called and offered us a 1-song record deal. And that was kind of like where we were like, oh, wait a minute, like this could happen? Okay. Cool.
Basically, I would just say we've always loved music. Our dad always played different kinds of music for us. It was always going on in the house. We would always be practicing piano because our mom made us practice no matter what, which I'm very thankful for now. But
I think that was a moment where we realized that there was a future for us in the industry. We were like, oh, that's cool. Like, let's see what's up. But I think it was a couple of years after that, after continuing into it, like playing out a lot and seeing what was happening, where we were like, okay, this is really cool. Let's stick with this. Let's keep doing it.
I would definitely say, like, as we started to like upload different covers and mashups on the internet, and we saw the reaction that we were getting, and it was really positive. We were like, oh, so it's not just us writing songs and playing for 5 people in a coffee shop. Like, people actually like this.
The internet in general has really helped our career because it allowed us to really kind of get discovered and get a fan base. A lot of what we've been able to accomplish is thanks to people who listen to our music and stream it and download it and follow and like and comment, and all of that was just because people like the music and they told their friends, and the internet is probably the only way that could have happened. I mean, we live in Chicago.
Yeah, I was about to say.
There's no Capitol Records, down the block. There's not really too much of a music scene here. And so the internet kind of levels the playing field and lets us have just the same shot as anybody else. We're really grateful for that. Yes.
Yeah.
We wanted to go. We would have already been there, but with the coronavirus and everything, it made more sense just to like stay at home with our family and keep working on like everything we're doing now.
Yeah.
But we love LA. We love the beach, so we're really excited to do that.
Yeah. We traveled to LA a lot, especially right like before the coronavirus. We would do a lot of sessions and meetings out there, but actually staying home for quarantine turned out to be a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
Because something that we realized with LA is you can get a lot done, but there's also events and parties and all these kinds of things, and you can get really swept up in the moment too. So staying home and just producing our album without any distractions,
that was really good. Yeah,
to be really, really good for us. But I would say we share about 95% of the same taste, and we'll show each other songs as we go on drives a lot because like during quarantine that was like
all we could do.
That was all we could do. B, that's actually like a huge part of how we mixed our album is we'd play it in like different sound speakers.
Yeah.
The car was definitely one of them, and we would always be putting each other on a new music. I would say the 5% of the stuff that we don't share is
you're a little more like indie alternative. I'm a little more pop, but then like the rest of it we share.
Yeah. Okay, well,
this answer is gonna change tomorrow, though.
That, and I was also gonna say I'm gonna preface this with like this answer is gonna take 4 hours long to like completely.
Let's just
finish.
name a few of our favorites.
All right. Do you want to like go through like who we were listening to while making our album, or just like favorites in general?
I think it's like the same thing,
Honestly, it is. Okay, you can start.
So I love Lana Del Rey. I think her voice is amazing. She's such like a poet. I think she just like radiates cool. I think she's awesome. I love Rihanna. I'm still waiting for the new Rihanna album. I'm like really hoping for it. I really like Post Malone. I think he found a way to make pop songs like really cool because it's so melodic and so some of it's really, really pretty. So I love that, and I love how he was able to take like so many different genres and mesh them into his own thing.
I would say we listen to a lot of 90s hip hop. That is
Yes.
definitely something, a lot of
So
Biggie, a lot of
much.
Tupac, a lot of The Game. A lot of Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
Love him. And then I would say probably one of my favorites that is probably more my favorite than your favorite is like Cage the Elephant and
That's
like
her
the Red
favorite.
Hot Chili Peppers and like stuff like that too.
Yeah.
So it's kind of all over the place, honestly.
Yeah, so Are You Listening, the album, it's our first album. We've never created an album before, and that was really interesting for us because we're really drawn to storytelling. It's all about the story, and in a 3-minute pop song, it's kind of hard to tell like this big story, but with the sequence of songs, we were really able to make kind of this whole, it was like a story with multiple chapters. It's basically about someone. We don't even call it us. We call it like this person.
Yeah, throughout the album, we were always referring to like this girl. Like it was very third person.
But basically, this girl goes through this journey where she falls madly in love with someone and experiences the highs from that, the like anxiety of potentially losing someone, the shock from losing someone, and then like the darkness, the loneliness, and the eventual acceptance of all of that. And so sonically, well, lyrically, that's how it goes, but sonically it matches too. So there's kind of two parts of the album. There's part A, and that's more light,
that's lighter and
dreamier. And then there's like side B, which is much darker, a little
smokier.
bit smoky. I like that word, smokier. And
it's cut together by an interlude. And when the album comes out, it comes out August 7th. You'll be able to see like with that interlude, it cuts it right down the middle, and it makes total sense.
Listen to it you could listen to it not in order. I love all the songs as is.
In order hits different though.
But yeah, no, try to do it and like see what the story is because you'll be like, oh, I get it now. It's kind of like a collection of our experiences together. And our thoughts together.
And our perspectives on
there wasn't like one person who inspired this entire album who like broke my heart, and no, that didn't really happen, but it was a lot of different situations that all kind of came together to create this one massive situation.
And what's weird is like we never even talked about situations that happened to us. Like we did, but we didn't. It just kind of came together in a really cool way.
For us, we're always really drawn to how it sounds before we're drawn to what it says. So we would talk about feelings, and then from there we come up with like the actual lyrics.
Okay, Carly makes fun of me for this. I'm like, if we listen to the album, I'm like, we can't just listen to like 4 of them. Like,
no, you have to
listen to them equally. You have to show them the same amount of attention and like the same amount of
She
like,
likes to say they're
love.
our kids. She thinks they're our children. So she's like, you can't have a favorite child.
You can't
like,
pick
that's so
favorites.
rude. So no, but like right now I listen to, can I just say one of the names?
Sure, I'm vibing with like a certain part of the album.
Yeah, so I'm vibing with one song in particular, Dangerous Things. It's one of the tracks from the album, and I've been listening to it on repeat, but like tomorrow that'll change. So
yeah, I was gonna say I'm really vibing with the second half of the album right now. Dangerous Things, there's another one on there that's called Things Don't Change.
Yeah,
I'm really vibing with that, but like a month ago it was like all the first half of the album for me. Like I barely, like I listened to the second half, but not nearly as much.
Definitely something we really want to do. I don't know how long that will take, but I think for us, like our goal right now is just to use this time to like, promote as much as possible and get as many people to be part of the family so that when we tour, like it'll really be a bigger tour.
Yeah, because one of our favorite parts of this, everybody's favorite part about all of this is, playing live and getting that energy. I would actually say throughout the creation of this album, production has probably taken the cake for me, at least in terms of my favorite part.
We thought about how everything would sound playing live and what moments we could create, and that was an integral part of how we made the album. So being able to actually do that will be amazing when it happens. Very exciting. Okay, so that happened. We found out in the fall, even though it came out in like January, we found out in the fall.
Yeah.
And the Bold Type is actually something that we watched a lot of, like before we even knew that our song was going to be on it. And it's one of our favorite shows. It's even one of my dad's favorite shows. Like the family in general just really likes that whole TV show. And so when we found out about everything, like that was really exciting because it's something we already support and are already passionate about. And then for them to hear our music and then want that to be, you know, forever a part of their show, like, you know, even though it's streaming, that episode stays on forever. And like they're married now, like they're together, and that's how it's going to be on forever. They're not going to delete the song from the episode. And that was so like touching and humbling for us to know that like we're a piece of pop culture now. That's so exciting.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And so when it came out, we literally got the whole family like around the TV. We're all like videoing
like, that's
it.
our song.
That's our song.
But yeah, writing for film and TV is a little different than, you know, just writing for the artist project.
Yeah.
It's really fun. We definitely get to experiment. I almost said experience. We get to experience stuff too, but experiment with, you know, like different kinds of lyrics and cadences, and it's just so cool to like be able to, I don't know, like
to turn on Hulu and be like, yeah, that's my song right there, or like, oh, on Netflix, like that's my song right there. Like that's so cool.
Yeah, it's I don't even know. It's
very exciting.
It's very exciting.
There are a couple of things that are happening, but I don't think we can say anything until it comes out, which is such a bummer because I would love to, but when it comes out, you'll be the first to know, and I will tell you.
But yeah, what you were saying about the exposure thing is really cool because film and TV also gave us like a level of credibility. You know what I mean? Like to say like, yeah, my song's on the Bold Type, or my song's on High Fidelity. Like it was really cool.
For a lot of years we weren't, like we would write and we would sing, but we always thought we needed someone else in the room to help us produce or to write, because for so many years, like that's what everyone says in the music industry. Oh, well, you need to get a producer and you need to start co-writing and you need these people to tell you what you're supposed to say and how you're supposed to act and be. And we really honestly believe that. And the music we were making wasn't satisfying for us. It wasn't satisfying for our fans. And we didn't know what the solution would be because we, like, to do it ourselves seemed kind of unthinkable.
Well, and it was also the narrative of you can't do it yourself.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it felt like impossible. But finally, like, and it was really during quarantine when everything stopped and we realized if we were going to make music during this time, we were going to make the music. We finally just started trying it. It was that moment where we were like, why did we wait years and years and years to do this? Because now it's us. We say what we want to say. We make what we want to make. And it is such a like freeing feeling to know that whatever comes out, good or bad, you know, doing well or not, we did it. You know, it wasn't because somebody like kind of told us to do it and we were never sure about it from the beginning. Like, this is what we love. This is our passion project. And it's Carly and Martina. It feels so good.
Yeah, Carly and Martina.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's so nice to, we were like the, you know, producer names and like writer names. And I just kept writing Carly and Martina, Carly Martina, Carly Martina. And I was like, yay. Cool. It was so nice to do that finally.
Debut album, Are You Listening, is coming out August 7th. It's written, produced, and mixed by us. And you guys should tell us what you think of it and what song's your favorite.
It would, of course, be great to like be touring all over the world and connecting with people who listen to our music. A big thing on our bucket list is eventually to be writing songs for movies and plays and just kind of expanding it. And then hopefully in the next 5 years, maybe we can help other artists like us do it, because we remember how hard it was being young girls, independent artists in the industry. And maybe if we could do something to help them, that would be really fulfilling for us.
Thank you for watching The Sarah Scoop Show. Head to sarahscoop.com for more.